Hello, I'm Vijay Palaniappan. I'm going to walk through the project I've done in Azure Cloud. Related to Azure Data Factory, and the project involved is data engineering, where I transform a data set and apply the data flow in Azure Data Factory. So this is the data flow and data pipeline I've created. And if you open the pipeline, it invokes this data flow, which is nothing but this hospital admissions. So before walking through the data flow, I would like to show the data set input data, raw data from the Azure Storage Explorer. And this is what the raw looks like. And let me download this hospital admissions. So this data set is about hospital admissions, where it contains data about people who are admitted in hospital on a daily basis. So let me open the data set and I'll walk you through what are the data attributes and the data flow project looks like for the use case I have taken. It's currently transferring to the downloads. Let me also initiate download for the lookup file. So the lookup is loading. One is a country lookup and the dimensional date lookup. And I'm going to download it, download everything to the, download the country lookup and dim date to the downloads folder. So it's getting downloaded, and in the downloads, let me first open hospital admissions. The file is getting opened up. So it contains all the states in all the countries, to be specific, and what it contains the data about the hospital admissions. If you look at the indicator field, it has the daily occupancy or weekly occupancy or whatever, with the date, year, week, and all that. So this we are going to split up this data into two parts, two streams, one for daily and the other for weekly, and finally have an pivot count to calculate the people who are admitted on that particular day or week. This is the objective of this project. And let me open up the country lookup. Country lookup is where we'll get the country code in 2-digit and 3-digit. So this is a lookup file for deriving the country code to the main data set. So in dim date we have to look up for the date and get the corresponding week. And this is how the data set looks like. Let's go back to the data flow, and I'm going to maximize for a better understanding. So this hospital admissions has you know the following fields which we have seen. So this has the data set hospital admissions that we just created. This is a raw file, and select required. We have just changed renamed few of the fields and deleted the population field out here. So in lookup country, we'll use that lookup to derive the country code, and select required fields is again to select the specific fields that we have, like we renamed to reported date and reported week. Similarly, we will select the required fields. And next is the split up to weekly and daily based on the dim date data set that I have just shown. So this is the dim date source which points to the database data set, and aggregate will just compute the year, week start date and end date, and it is based on a field where we do a left padding of that year with the alphabet W, and it's rounded off to 2 digits. So it will compute the weekly stream is basically based on the weekly condition that the indicator value should be weekly, and based on the two available fields, and if not, then it goes to the daily stream. Let's first look at the weekly flow. We join with the dim date, and in pivot weekly we count for the number of daily or weekly admissions based on the group by fields. Pivot key has the two values, and the pivoted column is the target column we would pivot to, which is the sum of the value. And we'll sort weekly based on the reported week, year week in descending and country in the ascending. And then we select the required fields like renaming, and then we select the required fields. We have just added a new hospital occupancy field with that particular column. And finally, we have the weekly sync where the output is getting saved to the output folder. Same goes for daily. We have the pivot daily, sort daily, select daily, and daily sync. And when I run the pipeline, it took about, when I just monitor the latest run, it let me open the Explorer, the details one. And it took about 17 seconds for weekly sync and 26 seconds for the daily sync, and the overall cluster startup time was 3 minutes 11 seconds. That's the best part of Azure Data Factory. And let's go to the consumption to look at the output file of the desired one. In the daily, let me download the daily admissions final one. Let me select the file and do a download. And same for the weekly one. I'm going to download the weekly output file by selecting the folder, and yes, the output got saved. Let me do a refresh. Yeah, we got the output files downloaded, and I've just opened up the daily admissions field to show the hospital admissions daily output, as well as the hospital admissions weekly is something like, see here with the country code, population, and the ICU hospital occupancy count, and then the ICU occupancy for the corresponding country for a particular day, right? The daily basis. The final output has about 5,000 fields for all the countries considered in the input data. And this is the hospital admissions. Now I have opened the wrong file. Let me close it. Hospital admissions weekly output is here, which has the fields, which has the data for all the weeks of different countries, and the final output file is getting opened up. Let me open it again. Yeah, it's getting opened up. Yeah, so we have the start date of the week, end date of the week, country code, and all that. And this output has about 700 fields for every week. So this is the output file that I have just shown up. Thanks for watching.